Good morning. I'm afraid today's video is just going to be a very quick bonus video. So essentially it's actually middle of a week, but I've managed to find myself a spare hour before I have to be at work this morning. And conditions in the woods are just beautiful. Look at this. It's really misty. It's just perfect. This is the kind of condition which I've had a few times this autumn, and just haven't been able to make it down to the woods because of work commitments mainly, when it's been right. But this morning I have a little bit of a later start, so I've just got time to get down here and do a couple of photos, hopefully. And also this is a woods which I know really, really well. So this is a woodland where I've already taken a few photos here. I think, which photos I'll take this morning. So hopefully I'll be able to get down, take a couple of photos, and then get back to work in time. But yeah, I think this really, this is the benefit really of having a location on your doorstep which you know very well. This is, I guess, the point I've made in a few of those videos is sometimes it's just useful to have an area that you know where those compositions are likely to be, so that if you do get the opportunity, and I appreciate that it's often rare, if you do get the opportunity where you have time to get down in the right conditions to come and take a photo, it can be a huge benefit. So it's only going to be a short video, this one, so apologies for that, but yeah, hopefully we'll get a couple of nice images. Autumn in these woods is really past its best at the moment, so a lot of the trees have lost their leaves, but there's still a few which are just clinging on. They've got some nice yellow leaves still on them, which works quite well because those trees stand out from the background. So for this first shot, what I've got is this one tree on the left hand side which has still got leaves on it, and they're all really yellow, and a lot of the trees around it are quite bare. So yeah, I think actually this spot here, I've taken a few wider shots from this location before, but I think those wider shots don't work so well now because a lot of the bracken has died back and it's looking a little bit scruffy down in the bottom of the frame, and then the trees either side have lost their leaves. This shot doesn't seem to work with the same composition that I've used here in the past, but I think that by just making that one tree that's still got lots of yellow leaves on it as the focal point of this image, I think that works a little bit better. So this is a tree that I photographed before in a previous video, and it's one of my favourite oak trees in this wood. It's a really nice sort of gnarly old oak, but in order to make photographs of this tree work you really do need quite thick mist, and the last couple of times I've been down here conditions just haven't been right. So it was one of the things I wanted to do just coming here quickly this morning, was get a shot of this tree finally in some mist. I think the leaves have gone over a little bit. There's not as much colour in this scene as I probably would have liked, but even so, I'm pleased. It's definitely worth coming down here this morning to get some images of it. So something which I've been doing quite a lot in woodlands over the last couple of years or so is just doing some nice long panoramics which just capture the foliage. And I have been wanting to get one of those in these autumn colours, and so far I haven't actually got one. I was just walking back to the car and I found this scene here, and the colours in these trees is absolutely amazing. I don't really like having the path in shot, partly because it's got signs and partly because as a general rule I don't like including paths and man-made structures in my images. But I thought the foliage above the path is looking really beautiful, and so I thought, you know what, I'll try doing a panoramic. So what I've done is I've just done a stitched panoramic, just taking in as much of that colour and those foliage as we can get. So it's going to be another one of these big long panoramics which just tries to capture the woodland colours and foliage. So I think I'm going to have to head off now and get to work. I think this goes down as probably the fastest photo shoot, not to mention vlog shoot, that I think I've ever done. It's been about half an hour in the woods here just taking a few shots, but I think it's been a productive half hour, and it definitely goes to show the benefit of just having a local location you can get to.